crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming. I hope you're having a wonderful day. On this video tutorial, I'm going to show you some really fun things that you can do for summer using galvanized tin. And you can get galvanized tin everywhere. This, for example, is what we're going to be playing with mostly. And I got it this week for $4.09, and it had the flowers in it. I'll show you those in a minute. At Goodwill. But you can get all kinds of great things at Dollar Tree too. So let me give you a quick peek of where we're going, and then I'll show you some examples of galvanized tin that you can get for inexpensive at Dollar Tree. All right, this is where we're headed. Is that cute or what? This says summer. So we'll play around with this idea in just a minute, but let me show you what you can get. Okay, Dollar Tree has a really good selection of different galvanized tin pieces. Right now, they have this scallop, they have this lighthouse, they have these adorable little signs that have like a beach print on them that would be so cute to just do a stencil, and it could say really anything you want, and would be completely changeable. And they also have those in circles, and then they have lots of different tin containers. Like this is one, and it's embossed, and it says "Wish upon a starfish." We'll probably do something with that in the very near future. And these adorable ones that have embossed again a crab and a starfish. And then they have all kinds of cute signs, like little, what do they call this? Galvanized signs. This is a flower. This is, I don't know what you call that, like a word bubble. And they even have some big ones like this. Now this one was $3 because my store is a Dollar Tree Plus. They're not all that way, but my store, in addition to having $1.25 items, they also have $3 and $5 items. So they're all different. Every store's different, but I just wanted to give you some ideas of what is available out there. And then these are super cute too. These are just metal tags, and we're going to play with those. Also from Dollar Tree. So there's tons of different pieces that you can do, and you can use stencils on all of them. Did you know that? Yes. So we're going to be using this little stencil that says summer, and we're also going to be using one of my favorite all over patterns. These are all from Magnolia DIY.com, and this is called Flower Power. Oh my gosh, it's awesome. So, if you want, at the end, just say link and I'll get you links to these. Okay, so we're going to be playing with those, and we're going to just be using some white chalk paste, but you could go crazy and use colors. You could do absolutely whatever you want, and then when you're tired of it, you can just wash it off. So you could take something like this and do it for every season, which I love that idea. And then I'm going to use some little dowels. This is a package that I got at Walmart, and there are different sizes and shapes. And then I'm going to use some of this adorable ribbon that was in the $3 section at my local Dollar Tree during Easter. So again, you can use whatever you like, whatever you have available to you. So as you're hopping on, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. Feel free to sprinkle. Feel free to ask questions, all that normal good stuff. Okay, so before I came live, I have been playing around all morning with this. And this is the galvanized tin that I made. I'm going to hang it in our guest bathroom upstairs. I stenciled this with that stencil. I popped the flowers that came with this from Goodwill in it, and then I made this little thing that says summer. And it has just one of these little kind of messy bows in it, and it's just hot glued on one of the dowels. So this is where we're going. And let's go there, because what I want to do is I just want to give you a ton of ideas of what is possible, and then you can run with it whatever floats your boat. Okay, I did absolutely nothing to prepare this galvanized tin other than wipe it off. So you could spray it with a clear matte sealer if you were worried. Here's what I'm talking about. And you could spray it after you decorate it with a clear matte sealer as well, if you know for sure you want to keep it forever. But I like to change things in and out. And when chalk paste dries, it's hard and stable. So in my opinion, you don't need to spray this unless you just want it to be that way for always and forever, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay a stencil over the top of this. I'm gonna use a little bit of blue tape, and I'm gonna show you how to do that, and then I'm gonna show you how to chalk it. But the one thing I do want to tell you before we get started is that these awesome stencils from MagnoliaDIY.com, they're great. They're adhesive, they're mesh, they're super detailed. They are reusable many times, but they are super sticky. And so when you are stenciling on something like glass or tin, you want to make sure that they are fuzzed. And if you're new, that word probably sounds weird. That just means that you've decreased by just a little bit the amount of stickiness, so you'll be able to get it up when you're done, and also so you won't stretch it when you're pulling it up. So I'm using right here my little tacky towel, also from MagnoliaDIY.com, and I'm just going to lay my stencil on top of it. I have used this stencil quite a bit, so it probably doesn't really even need to be fuzzed at this point, but I'm just going to show you. And that's it. That's all there is to it. You could fuzz on a top like this, or on a pair of shorts, on a pair of jeans, whatever you like. Okay, so then I'm going to lay out my little tin bucket, and I want this awesome flower to be sort of in the center. So I'm just looking at how I want to place it. And I want to make sure that I can get my stencil all the way around, top and bottom. Okay, I'm going to say that's good enough. So I've basically laid it on here how I want it, positioned it, and I'm going to start on this side just pressing it down onto my tin, and then I'm going to flip it over, and I'm just going to use a little bit of blue painter's tape. Did you know that you could use this on your stencils? Yes, you absolutely can. And for those of you that are new to stenciling, and you might be worried that you're going to go outside of the boundaries of your stencil, you can also lay this on the edges to kind of be a barrier to prevent yourself from going over the edge of the stencil, especially if you're working with ink, because it's pretty, once you get it on something like a tea towel or a t-shirt or a pillow, it's going to be pretty permanent. Okay, so that's one side. Now I'm just going to press it down the best I can. I don't want it too stretched because I want to get a good impression. And this is going to help to make it easier for me to manage while I'm stenciling. And I'm going to actually lay this on top of my tacky towel, which needs to be washed. You can wash and dry these, in case you're wondering. And this blue painter's tape is not going to hurt your stencil at all. Well, hey Cheryl, and hi Judy, and hey Kathy. Looks like there's lots of people on. I could use this very same stencil on something like this as a background, and then I could do the word welcome, or, you know, whatever I wanted. I could do that idea on something like this, or like this, and then do something over the top of it. There's so many cute possibilities. Okay, I do want to show you my little boo-boo and tell you that it's okay. So, it's right here. So when I was doing this one, I must not have gotten it pressed down all the way. And so there was kind of a big lump of chalk paste right there when I pulled my stencil up. But when it was dry, I was able to scratch some of that off. And you can see it's not perfect. It is cute though, isn't it? But when you're looking at the thing as a whole, I don't think you even notice that. So don't worry if you don't get 100% clean chalk impression, because it's okay. All right, so we're going to use some of this in white. Oh, I do want to show you this other idea before I get started, though. You could also do this very same idea with this adorable lemon pattern stencil, and you could use a yellow chalk paste, and then you could put something on one of the little tags on a wooden dowel with some yellow and black ribbon, maybe just one of these lemons. That would be super cute. So that's an option. You could also go with your basic, but my favorite, Victorian pattern stencil on here, or on any of those signs. Or you could do this. This is called something flower. I can't think of the name of this. But anyways, this is an awesome stencil too. There's a ton of different possibilities. There's polka dots, check, all kinds of different things. So I'm going to just stir up my chalk paste, which I have just ordered another jar because I've been using a lot of white lately. And I'm going to put some globs on here. It's so hard to predict how much you're going to need. But if that's too much, I can put it right back into my pot. And I'm just going to hold my piece like this. And let's start over on the side. This process is a little bit easier if your surface is completely flat. But just because your surface isn't completely flat doesn't mean that you can't still do stencils and chalk paste on it. So and the first one I did honestly was more difficult because I had not practiced yet, and now I have practiced. So now I kind of know what my obstacles are going to be. And I'm not going to keep going over the same area. I'm just going to get my chalk paste on, and then I'm going to restrain myself and not keep going over and over and over it. And I know that if I got chalk paste on the bottom or something, I can just wipe that off with a wipe or a damp paper towel. So it's okay. I think I might have too much chalk paste. Put a little bit back. So I'm just moving from one side to the other. And what I would love to know in the comments is, have you ever done any stenciling, on galvanized tin? And if you have, whoopsie, I would really love to see a picture. Or if you try this project, this idea, after watching this video, I would love to see pictures. Okay, I have most all of it covered, and now what I want to do is just get the big clumps up. It's not going to be 100% perfect because nothing really ever is. But let's start by taking off some of the tape on the back. And then I'm just gently going to pull up my stencil. This is one of those stencils that is super versatile. Oh my gosh, it's such an adorable pattern. I absolutely love it, and I did a much better job. Yay! Okay, I'm gonna throw this in my little tub over here so it can soak until I can get into the kitchen to spray it off and lay it to dry on the kitchen counter with the sticky side up. And this is definitely going to get washed now since I got chalk paste all over it. So look, is that so cute or what? Oh my gosh, I absolutely love this stencil. Okay, we're going to let it sit for a minute and then I'm going to show you how to clean up any little bits that you need to get off. I'm going to see if it will dry for a minute. And let's move on to one of these little tags. These came from Dollar Tree. In case you're hopping on late, you can, when this is all finished, go back and watch this from the beginning if you would like, because I showed you a bunch of galvanized tin pieces that are from Dollar Tree. They had this shape. You get 3 pieces for $1.25, and then they have this shape. And I'm just going to do another one of this. Okay. And I am using this little word that says summer. It's part of a set that is all summer words. But you could do absolutely whatever little decoration you want. Ooh, and I had it on the wrong side. Yikes. Okay, let's see. I am going to fuzz this on my shorts. And then I'm just going to fiddle around to get it on my little tin, what do they call these? Tag, metal tag. And this over here, we'll get another teeny little blob of chalk paste and a small cut apart squeegee, and I'm just going to show you how quick this is. It's super easy. Even the stenciling on a curved surface is not that hard, but it is like anything else. It takes a little practice to get used to it and to know how hard to push and how many times to keep going over things and that kind of thing. So if you're new to stenciling, what I recommend is that you just practice a little bit and don't expect yourself to be perfect the first time, because you didn't hop on a bicycle and ride a triathlon or whatever you call those bicycle races the first time you got on the bike, did you? So there is my little tag for summer, and I'm going to throw this in the tub over here too. Okay, and now I'm going to show you how to make a cute and super easy little bow. And I'm using this ribbon, which honestly is the inspiration for my summer decor. So I'll probably put one of these tins in our guest bedroom bathroom, and then I might put one of these other ones in my kitchen. So I'm gonna use this green. This green is like it's not wired. It's like a soft burlap in this one color. And I'm just gonna get 2 pieces that are about the same length. you're wondering what I have my ribbon on, I did a video about a month ago where I showed you how much space you can save by using these little cardboard ribbon cards to keep your ribbon on, and then put them in some little, like this for example. And then you actually can know what you have. So I still get a lot of questions about that. If you are interested, I can get you a link to that video, or you can just click on the videos tab here and scroll down until you see that video. And if you're watching on YouTube, it's on my video list there too. So, and then I just use straight pins to hold my ribbon on. But this has, I had 2 drawers of just ribbon fallen everywhere. I didn't even know what I had. And I organized it by color, and this has made such a huge difference. Aw, somebody just said they were glad to be back after their eye surgery. Well, I'm glad to have you back. Okay, and then I'm going to make those little dovetail cuts at the end. The easiest way is just to fold your ribbon in half. Do the same thing with this. Okay, so there's a lot of crafters that have their own special kind of a bow out there. Like Brooke with Refab, she has a refabbed bow. My friend Melanie Ferguson has her signature messy bow. I don't know what kind of bow this is, but it's nothing that I invented. It's just a compilation of an easy bow. Okay, so I'm gonna do crisscross with my green, and you could do as many layers as you want. And then crisscross with my light blue. And then I'm using, where are they? Oh, one of these. They're little teeny zip ties. You could also use a twist tie or a piece of twine, or even another piece of ribbon if you want. Okay, so all I'm going to do is just put my zip tie around the middle. Okay, this is like wrestling a snake sometimes. Okay, and then I'm just going to tighten it up in the middle and kind of all right. If you have a certain way that you like to make bows, or if you don't like bows on things, then just do it your way or skip this part. It's totally up to you. Fluff it out a little bit. And I'm going to snip the end of this zip tie off. Okay, and then, let's see, is this dry? Yeah. I'm using my low temperature hot glue gun. This is the one I like the best, but I like it the best because I feel like it's a little bit lower temperature than a regular low temperature hot glue gun. And I have had way too many glue burns with a hot temperature glue gun that I almost never even use a hot one anymore. But this is called a Surebonder Cool Shot. And it's nothing fancy. It's a mini and it has a cord. And if you want to look into something like that, you can get them either at Hobby Lobby or Walmart or pretty much any crafting place. Okay, and then I'm just gonna put a bunch of glue around this hole. And we're basically gonna stick that on there. And then we can fiddle around with what covers up the words, you know, to move our little bow around when we're ready. Okay, and then I'm gonna just use a thin dowel. And these, you guys, it's a package of a whole bunch, 40 or what does it say? 40 different shapes and sizes. Wood dowels, it came from Walmart and it was, I don't know, $5 or $6 or $7 or $8. It wasn't expensive. It's just nice to have dowels because I use them a lot when I'm making flowers. It's nice to have them on hand and ready when you need them. So, okay, and then I just put a big blob of glue on here and stuck it in. Okay, and there's our little sign. So if you were doing lemons on the body of your tin or on a sign, you could do like one of these little individual lemons on the little tin pokey thing and use some yellow ribbon. That would be adorable. Okay. What do you guys think so far? It's so cute. Oh my gosh. All right, this is what we did just a few minutes ago. And I got this at Goodwill, but this, I believe, is a Hobby Lobby piece. So if you want to find the exact same thing, go to Hobby Lobby. I don't know where the flowers came from, but Dollar Tree has some cute little itty bitty, I think this is supposed to look like a flower that I think is called Statice, S-T-A-T-I-C-E or something like that. Anyways, okay, what am I doing? Oh, I'm gonna show you how to get the chalk paste off of like where that band is right there and right here. Okay, well the first thing you can do is you could just use your fingernail. If you have thick bits of it, but I'm going to use a Clorox wipe. You could use a wet paper towel, that would work just fine too. And I'm just going to kind of rub it on the part that I want to fix. And this is going to come right off. Easy peasy. Okay, so I got it off that. And then there's a few teeny little places where it's on this trim and on this side. And a few spots where it's right on this lip. Which I think, honestly, you would not even notice that. But I just wanted to show you that it is possible with chalk paste to fix it just with a wet paper towel or a wipe. All right, and there we go. Okay, where did I put my flowers? This is the one I did beforehand. And everything in these, the tin and the flowers, all came from Goodwill. Let's see. And these actually still have the tag on them. So whoever must have bought these must have used it for an occasion. And then they decided that they didn't want it, and so they donated it, which was my benefit. get the tags off of it later. But I bet you this is exactly how it came. And I'm just gonna pop my flowers in here. You could use some floral foam if you wanted, or not. And then where's our little, and then I'm just gonna stick this down in here. And dun da da! I can fiddle around with that ribbon to get it out of the way, but what do you guys think? Is that so cute or what? This one I did a better job because I had practiced on the first one. So I was careful not to use too much chalk paste, and I got a pretty clear result, pretty good, I think, and it was easy. So if you like this idea, let me know in the comments, and just keep in mind that you can stencil on galvanized tin. The main thing is, you just got to make sure that your stencil is well fuzzed. It's not brand new and super duper sticky before you lay it down. And you can use, if it's a big like curved item, you can use some painter's tape to hold your stencil down. And because I used chalk paste, and I am not going to spray mine with a clear matte sealer, because of that, I can change this out. And for fall, Magnolia has, it's not available right now, but during fall time, they have the most beautiful all over pattern fall leaves. So I could switch out the flowers, clean this off, and do a stencil in light orange and light yellow and, you know, kind of a brown color or olive green on the front of it, and completely dress it up, something different. So what do you guys think? It's so cute. I can't even believe how cute it turned out. And when I initially saw these at Goodwill, I thought $4.09 a piece. Wow, that's kind of a lot, because I am frugal, and especially when I'm at Goodwill, you know, I'm always looking for the best deals. But I'm so glad I bought them. So if you want something just like this, take a trip to Hobby Lobby and check it out. Look at Dollar Tree, look at your local thrift stores, be looking during the garage sales that you might attend this summer, and you can probably find something like that. And then if you want a link for this awesome stencil, which seriously, I don't know, it may slowly be edging out this one as my favorite. And this is the Victorian pattern, which I've done a zillion things with. It's super cute. So just say link in the comments if you want a link, and then do a this or a this. Say something to me in the comments. Check to see if you've liked and followed this page. Feel free to sprinkle. Feel free to ask questions also. And if you decide to stencil on some galvanized tin, I definitely want to see pictures. So hop over to that group I set up for all of us to share craft ideas and pictures of our crafts. It's called Dreamy DIY. Just type that in the search bar at Facebook. Dreamy, D-R-E-A-M-Y, space, DIY. Ask to join the group. There's 3 questions. Do you agree that you'll be nice? Of course you will. Do you agree that you won't use that group to try to sell whatever craft supplies or makeup or clothing or whatever? Yeah, agree that you won't do that. And then what's the other one? Oh, and then agree that you won't share other crafters' videos there. And we'll say yes, and then please share pictures of your craft projects with all of us there. It's awesome. If you haven't joined it before, you definitely should, and you should click on the photos button when you go there the first time and get a cup of coffee or a glass of wine or whatever kind of beverage you like. and plan to sit down and look through photos for an hour, because there are some amazing craft projects that people have shared in that group. So that is what I wanted to tell you. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. I will get close-up pictures and I'll put them here in the comments. I will also put pictures just on this page on DiyDreaming. Vicki, I'll get you a link just as soon as I'm finished. If you want a link to this awesome stencil, to chalk paste, to anything else, just say link in the comments and I'll get that for you as well. Alrighty, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys tomorrow for another fun and easy faith, family, or flower focused craft project. Bye everyone, see you later.